Have you ever looked at a vehicle and instantly felt a sense of absolute invincibility? There's a very specific type of magic that happens when an automaker takes the unbreakable bones of a rugged pickup truck and transforms it into a comfortable, everyday family fortress. Welcome back to Drives, the place where we explore the soul of the machines that move us. Today, we are looking at something truly special, a vehicle that carries the weight of a massive legacy on its shoulders. We are standing right in front of the stunning, newly revealed 2026, and I have to tell you, seeing it in person is an entirely different experience than just looking at a picture on a screen. For those of you who might be new to the channel, or maybe new to the world of rugged SUVs, let me give you a little bit of history to help you understand why this vehicle is such a big deal. It was originally born from the legendary pickup truck. If you know anything about it is widely considered to be one of the most indestructible vehicles ever created by human hands. It is the truck that conquers deserts, crosses rivers, and survives the harshest conditions on planet Earth. Took that unbreakable truck frame, enclosed the back, added a third row of seats, and created It was designed for families who needed a vehicle that could handle terrible roads, deep mud, and heavy towing, all while keeping the kids safe and comfortable in the back. Over the years, the has evolved significantly. The very first generations were incredibly tough, but they were also a little bit rough around the edges. They rode like the trucks they were based on, which meant they could be quite bouncy on regular city streets, and the interiors were very basic and utilitarian. But as time went on, realized that people wanted the toughness of a truck with the luxury of a premium car. They started adding better suspension, softer leather, quieter cabins, and more advanced technology. This brand new 2026 model represents the absolute pinnacle of that evolution. It is attempt to give you the ultimate go anywhere, do anything vehicle without forcing you to sacrifice a single ounce of daily comfort. Let us take a really close look at the design of this new, because it has made some incredibly bold choices here. Just look at it sitting there on the auto show floor. The first thing that grabs your attention is this gorgeous metallic silver paint. Under these bright, intense exhibition lights, the silver color highlights every single crease, curve, and muscle in the bodywork. It looks as though it was carved out of a solid block of steel. The paint has this deep, reflective quality that makes the whole vehicle look premium and expensive, yet undeniably tough. You can see the reflections of the black and white floor tiles dancing along the lower doors, giving you a sense of just how flawless the finish really is. Now I want you to look directly at the front grille, because this is where the biggest and most exciting change has happened. For years, it has worn the standard oval badge right in the center of its face, but not anymore. For 2026 has completely removed the oval logo and replaced it with the word TOYOTA spelled out in bold, proud block letters across the upper grille. This is a massive, intentional nod to the legendary Land Cruisers of the past. It is a heritage design cue that instantly tells the world this is a serious off-road machine. It gives the front end a much wider, more commanding presence. It is a small detail, but for car enthusiasts, it is a detail that speaks volumes about the vehicle's DNA. Flanking that bold new grille are the headlights, and they are absolutely striking. They are these incredibly slim, piercing LED daytime running lights that look almost like they are squinting aggressively at the road ahead. They give them a very focused, determined expression. Below the main headlights, the front bumper has been completely redesigned. You can see this aggressive, angular black housing that surrounds the fog lights. It creates a sharp contrast against the silver paint and makes the front end look incredibly dynamic. And right at the bottom, there is a chunky, prominent silver chin spoiler and skid plate area. This is not just for show. It is a visual promise that this vehicle is ready to take a hit from a rock or a steep dirt trail and keep right on going. Moving around to the side profile, the 2026 maintains that classic boxy, muscular silhouette that we have all come to love, but it has been refined for the modern era. You can see a very strong shoulder line that runs all the way from the headlights to the taillights, giving the vehicle a sense of forward motion even when it is parked. Has added these sleek, blacked-out side mirrors, which tie in perfectly with the black accents on the front bumper and the dark tinted windows. Up top, you have sturdy, functional roof rails, ready for a cargo box, a pair of kayaks, or a rooftop tent for your weekend camping trips. Let us talk about the wheels, because they are a huge part of this vehicle's stance. The we are looking at is wearing these distinctive, two-tone machined alloy wheels. They feature a rugged, thick six-spoke design with a mix of bright silver faces and dark black inner barrels. They look incredibly strong, like they could support the weight of a building, and they are wrapped in serious, thick rubber. These are not low-profile sports car tires. These are tires with plenty of sidewall, designed to absorb the impact of potholes, rocks, and rough terrain. You can also clearly see the heavy-duty side steps running along the bottom of the doors. Because this vehicle sits so high off the ground, those steps are absolutely essential for helping kids and older family members climb in and out comfortably. While we cannot physically climb inside the specific show car today, we know exactly what it's doing with their next-generation interiors, and it is incredibly exciting. Imagine opening that heavy, solid door. You grab the handle, pull, and you can feel the sheer weight and build quality of the vehicle. You step up onto that side step, grab the handle on the pillar, and pull yourself up into the driver's seat. You are immediately greeted by a commanding view of the road. You sit up so high that you are looking eye to eye with delivery truck drivers. It is a feeling of absolute authority and safety. The interior of the new is designed to be the perfect blend of tough and tender. You are going to find thick, durable leather seats that are incredibly comfortable for long road trips, but tough enough to handle spilled juice boxes, muddy golden retrievers, and wet swimming clothes. The steering wheel is thick and substantial in your hands, wrapped in smooth leather. In the center of the dashboard has integrated a massive, high-resolution display for all your navigation and entertainment needs. But here is the best part, and something I always praise for. They have kept real physical buttons and dials for the climate control and the four-wheel drive system. You do not have to dig through 3 digital menus just to turn on the air conditioning or engage four-wheel drive. It is simple, intuitive, and easy to use, even if you're wearing thick winter gloves. Underneath the hood, the 2026 is bringing some serious innovation to the table, is famous for their indestructible diesel engines, and this new model takes that legacy into the future. We are looking at the integration of mild hybrid technology paired with their legendary turbodiesel power plants. What does that mean for you in simple terms? It means when you step on the gas pedal, you get that deep, rumbling, powerful surge of energy that pushes you back in your seat, but the hybrid system helps the engine run more smoothly and use less fuel when you are just cruising around town or sitting in stop-and-go traffic. It is the best of both worlds, massive pulling power and better efficiency. And speaking of pulling power, this vehicle is an absolute workhorse. If you have a heavy boat, a large travel trailer, or a couple of horses to move around, that will handle it without breaking a single sweat. Because it is built on a real truck frame, it has the structural integrity to tow heavy loads safely and confidently. And when the paved road ends, the truly comes alive. It features a proper, heavy-duty four-wheel drive system. With the turn of a dial, you can lock the wheels together, ensuring that even if one wheel is slipping in deep mud or snow, the other wheels will keep pulling you forward. It is the kind of capability that gives you the confidence to explore places you would never dream of taking a regular crossover SUV. What does it actually feel like to drive this machine in the real world on regular streets? Driving the new is an experience of commanding the road. When you turn the steering wheel, it has a reassuring, solid weight to it. It does not feel like a lightweight, flimsy toy car. It feels like a serious piece of heavy machinery. When you hit a pothole, a speed bump, or a rough patch of gravel, the heavy-duty suspension just swallows it up. You might hear a dull thud from the tires, but you barely feel the impact in your seat. The vehicle simply glides over imperfections that would rattle your teeth in a smaller car. Has also worked incredibly hard to make the cabin of the 2026 a quiet and peaceful place to be. They have packed the doors, the floor, and the engine bay with thick sound-deadening materials. So even when you are driving at highway speeds, the wind noise and the rumble of the tires are kept far away from your ears. You can easily have a quiet, relaxed conversation with the people sitting all the way in the third row without having to raise your voice. It is a serene environment, which is exactly what you want when you are driving your family home after a long, tiring day. Now let us talk about the reality of owning a vehicle like this. What is it actually like to live with the 2026 day in and day out? First and foremost, you're buying into its legendary reputation for reliability. This is not a vehicle that you buy for 3 years and then trade in because it starts breaking down. This is a vehicle you buy with the intention of keeping it for a decade or more. It is built to last for hundreds of thousands of miles with nothing more than basic, routine maintenance. Your biggest running costs are simply going to be diesel fuel, regular oil changes, and replacing those big, thick tires every few years. It is an investment in peace of mind. However, we have to be honest about the trade-offs because no vehicle is perfect. This is a very large, very heavy machine. That means it is not going to be the easiest vehicle to park in a tight, crowded grocery store parking lot. You are going to have to take your time, swing wide, and rely heavily on the backup cameras and parking sensors. Furthermore, because it is built on a truck frame, it will never handle corners like a low-slung sports car. If you take a sharp turn too quickly, you are going to feel the weight of the vehicle leaning. It demands a smooth, relaxed driving style. If you are someone who wants a sporty, agile vehicle for zipping through city traffic, this is absolutely not the car for you. So who is the 2026 really for? I want you to ask yourself a question. Are you the kind of person who values durability, capability, and safety above all else? Do Do you want a vehicle that can comfortably take your kids to school on Monday, tow a heavy boat to the lake on Saturday, and crawl up a rocky mountain trail on Sunday, all without ever making you worry if it will make it back home? If that sounds like you, then the is an absolute masterpiece. It is for the adventurous family. It is for the person who wants a vehicle that feels like a loyal, unbreakable protector. If, on the other hand, you never plan on leaving the pavement, if you never plan on towing anything, and you just want the softest, most car-like ride possible for your daily commute, there are plenty of other crossover SUVs on the market that will serve you better. That makes no apologies for what it is. It is a tough, rugged, capable machine wrapped in a beautiful, modern suit. It honors its heritage while embracing the future of family travel. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore this incredible new machine. I want to know what you guys think. Look at that bold new front end. Look at that spelled-out grille. Do you love the new heritage-inspired design, or do you miss the old oval badge? Drop a comment down below and let me know your thoughts. I read every single one of them. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please hit that like button and make sure you subscribe to Drive so you never miss an adventure. We have a lot more incredible cars coming your way very soon. Until next time, remember that the best roads are often the ones that are unpaved. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.